Eddie Hearn admits that Deontay Wilder's performance against Dominic Breazeale was impressive and has once again called for Deontay Wilder to step in the ring for the undisputed fight with Joshua next. Said the fight must happen next. Let's get it cracking. What are we waiting for? I can only agree. As a boxing fan, as somebody who wants to see an undisputed fight, I can only agree with what Hearn is saying here. And thankfully, Wilder's team are sounding slightly more positive now about the fight, which goes to show you what? It shows you that they have been controlling whether this fight happens or not all along. Now Wilder's coming out with stuff like this. This won't be like Lewis Bowe. Joshua fight will happen. Also talking about stuff like this, which doesn't fill you with confidence when he's saying he wants $100 million purse, because that makes it think, because right now, I don't know what Wilder's purse was for Breazeale, but it certainly wasn't anywhere close to 100 million. And I'm sure it wasn't even close to what, AJ's getting against Andy Ruiz. So when he's coming out with a statement like the unification is worth $100 million purse for him, that makes you think, oh God, they need to work another 2 years before they can get Wilder up to the level where $100 million purse makes sense. Because at the end of the day, when you're putting on a boxing event, you're trying to make a profit. You're not trying to pay a fighter $100 million unless you're still going to make a profit on top of it. You could pay Wilder $100 million now to fight AJ and you're going to make a big loss. Nobody wants to do that. That's illogical. Okay, so when he comes out with stuff like this, you start worrying and thinking, oh God, how long are they going to have to work Wilder's team in terms of building up his profile before $100 million purse is realistic? But you juxtapose that with what Wilder and the Rain Man, aka Mr. Area 51, have been saying recently, because they've been saying, look, the fight's going to happen. And Wilder's been saying it won't be like Lewis Bowe. The fight will happen. Just be patient. That's what he was saying even after the Dominic Breazeale fight. Be patient. The fight's going to happen, which, as I said before, this shows you that it's Wilder's team all along who have been the one delaying the AJ fight. It could have already happened, but they've been delaying it because they don't want to step in there until they're going to get paid crazy money. So we'll see what happens here, people. And look, I don't know who's going to win the Anthony Joshua Deontay Wilder fight. I've said this all along. People hear me criticize Deontay Wilder for the stuff that comes out of his mouth, for the bizarre statements he makes, for the bizarre statements his team makes, for the foolish behavior and the foolish antics they're carrying on with. But I've never once told you that AJ's going to destroy Wilder. Hell no. I don't know who wins that fight. That's why I want to see it. AJ's certainly a lot more polished than Wilder. Wilder is a bigger puncher. Wilder is more explosive at long range. That right hand that he throws is like a javelin. It's fast, it comes from a long distance, and when it detonates on your chin, you got serious problems. So it would be a fascinating fight watching AJ versus Wilder. Fascinating. Love to see it. But for now, we're going to have to wait a little bit longer. But thankfully, some slightly more positive signs coming from the Wilder camp that the AJ unification is not a million miles away. They're talking about 2020 now for AJ or the Fury rematch. Hopefully it's AJ first, and the winner of that can then fight Tyson Fury. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about the current situation in the heavyweight division, the politics behind it, AJ, Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. Drop it all below. It's happening. I'm out. Join me on Patreon. I upload a minimum of 2 podcasts every single week, covering a wide variety of controversial topics, as well as live stream Q&A sessions. Take a look on screen right now at some of the podcasts I've produced so far. For just $3 a month, the equivalent of about £2 a month, you get access to all my new podcasts and my entire back catalogue of past podcasts, including my popular Confessions of a Nightclub Bouncer series. You can listen on your computer or on your smartphone or tablet by downloading the Patreon app from the Google Play Store or the App Store for free. The Patreon app also allows you to download each podcast in MP3. For less than the price of a cup of coffee, you get access to dozens of hours of exclusive content. It's easy to sign up, there's no contract, and you can cancel at any time. So come and join our community of free and critical thinkers by signing up with me here on Patreon today.